Hi, welcome to episode 64 of the Passionate Spinner podcast. My name is Tracy. You can find me as Schnüffelt here on Ravelry and Instagram. There is a Ravelry group for the podcast where a lot of fun things are going on, so please come over and check it out. There's also a blog where I put up the video, and thank you so much for being here. I do sound like I'm very sick, which I am, so I'm very sorry. But I wanted to get this podcast out to you because I want to show something that I'm going to give away later. So it's very selfish, actually. Okay. Today will be a short one because, I sound weird and that's just the way it is. I'm not wearing hand knits except for socks, but I do wear my Ravelry hoodie. It's really cold outside, actually, but very sunny. It's beautiful weather. Perfect winter weather. And yeah. So, knitting in the past. I did finish something. And that is why I'm podcasting, because I really wanted to show these. These are the socks for my nephew. I didn't put them on my sock blockers because they're too big for the blockers and it just would look wonky, so I decided to go without them. Here they are. They were knit out of a opal sock yarn that I had in my stash, a really old skein, and the ballband didn't actually say any color or dye lot, so I don't know what it is. But yeah, they are done. I finished them yesterday night and my sister will be here later today, so I'm gonna give them to her so she can take them back home. I knit them with 64 stitches top down on US 2's 2.75mm needles, and although I didn't check anything, can you see? Two different heels, they turned out to be exactly the same thing, which is really funny. Can you see? No idea how that happened, but it did, and I'm quite happy about it. So it's the first finished object for this year and my first finished pair of socks for the year. Of course, I did have them started, but they're done. I really like them. I do like opal sock yarn a lot, and I had quite a bit left over. I'm gonna knit a square by blanket, and then I'm gonna do some minis for some packages I have to send out. And here are the needles that I used. They are the Knitter's Pride Knit Pro Royal needles, and I do like them. They are growing on me. I have to have a sip of coffee. This is actually the first cup of coffee in a week that I can actually taste, which is glorious. If this cold taught me anything, losing your sense of taste, or your sense of smell, and therefore your tasting, awful. So that's it for knitting in the past. Knitting in the present. I have actually been working on only one thing while I was sick, and that was my scarf. I did not touch my sweater. I didn't touch the New Year's cast on. Okay, there are two big giant balloons out. Beautiful weather for a balloon thing. Okay, now let's not get distracted. I worked on my scarf, and it's getting big. It's this long right now. I really like it now that it's getting longer. I'm very happy that I did continue knitting it, and yeah, it looks like this. It's really nice. It's out of Knit Picks Felici in two different colorways. My first two skeins are getting near to the end. I am using Aquarium and Maple Leaves. These are my two yarns. And Knit Picks Felici is really very, very soft. So this is a yarn that I can only recommend. It's amazing to work with. So yeah, that's my scarf. It's gonna be a little bit more than double what you saw. And it's perfect. It's going to be perfect. And like I said, it's the only thing I'm actively working on because, sorry, my brain just doesn't work for anything else. I did have planned my New Year's cast on, which brings me into knitting in the future. And I am going to do the welted slouch. And normally, each year, I cast on a new project on January 1st. This year I didn't, because on January 1st I didn't do anything except for sleeping and drinking lots of tea. So, this is the pattern. It's the Welted Slouch by Stephen West. And yes, my son placed one of his cookies on here, so it's a bit cookie-fied. And I'm going to use this yarn for it. It's LB Art Yarn in her sparkle base, and it's a one-of-a-kind colorway. And what I did this year is I want to do a knitting journal. I've never done anything like that before, but it's not quite true. I do have my sock journal that I don't have here, actually, where I wrote down every pair of socks I've knit in my life. This is for all the knitting. So this is my notebook. And this is how I started my page in my knitting journal. Now, lovely camera, will you focus for me, please? Thank you. I'm not quite sure yet what I really want to write in here, so it looks a bit, you know, deserted. And of course, I haven't started the project, so there is nothing to write. But if you have a knitting journal and have some photos for me how you are doing it, I would really appreciate it, because I'm just not sure what I want to do with this yet. Good. That's it for knitting in the future. I want to knit the Welted Slouch. I want to knit a pair of fingerless mitts for myself, and I need to knit a pair of mittens for my son, because it's freezing cold out and he loves to be out in the snow, so he needs mittens. I have to switch the show notes. They are last week's. I just need to see my what's next in the list thing. Okay, spinning. I have spinning. Yesterday, I finally sat down and gave my new hopper, my Spinolution hopper, a real try. I got this off of eBay a few months ago, and I just never had the time to sit down and actually try it out. And I did yesterday. So this is the bobbin. This is 2 ounces on here, so you know it's quite a substantial piece of spinning. So I, like I said, tried this out. It was the first thing that I grabbed when I went down in my room to grab stuff to try the wheel out. And this is the other half. They are Rolex by Funded Fiber that I bought years ago, I feel like. And they don't have a name. They're blue-faced leather, Falkland, and silk. They spin really good. And I kind of wanted an owl out of it when it's done, because it looks so much like Hedwig to me. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm going to spin the other half on the second bobbin and then apply. It's going to be a very thick yarn, because I didn't spin this very thin, because, you know, when you try a reel, you don't want to spin the lace weight stuff on it. So yeah, that's it for spinning. Funded Fiber Rolex, and like I said, it's really thick. Can you see against my sweater? And I didn't really check for, you know, spinning nice and even. It's just, I didn't. I wanted to try the wheel, and that's what I did. For new stuff, I do have something that I forgot in my room, so I'm going to show it next time. But I do have a Christmas gift that a friend brought me, and I wanted to show that. So here it is. A friend of mine knit this beautiful shawl for me. It's out of a lace weight silk yarn, or a silk blend, and it's just gorgeous. It's absolutely my colors, and I love it. Isn't it amazing? It has the perfect size. It's just gorgeous. I'm gonna just leave it on. So, new shawl in my house. I'm very, very happy about it. I do not have an indie of the week, because, you know, when you don't knit stuff, you don't have an indie of the week. Reading, listening, watching. I haven't read, didn't listen to anything, but I have been watching stuff. And I brought my box. I love Tolkien's books. and I absolutely love the movies. I think Peter Jackson did an amazing job, and so I, of course, bought all the individual DVDs when they first came out, and then I bought the extended edition Blu-ray box because, first of all, I wanted to watch the extended edition of the movie, but also the they have, you know, the boxes for the movies in here. And when you open them, there's the movie. And then there is 2 DVDs full of extras for each of the 3 movies. And each of the extra DVDs has over 5 hours, or between 4 and 5 hours of playtime. Or, no, running time. So there's about 15 hours, or somewhere between 12 and 15 hours of extras for the Hobbit movies. And it is so interesting. And I'm actually watching those extras for the second time. I've watched those last year in January, and I've been watching them between Christmas and now, and I have one last DVD left that I want to watch. So it is really very, very interesting, and I never would have thought that so much thought goes into making a movie. It's really incredible. So yeah, I can only recommend this if you are interested in how movies are made, and you know, if you are a Peter Jackson, Tolkien lover like me, you really should have this. It's awesome. I do have the same box for the Lord of the Rings, and I have to admit that I've never watched the extras for that, so I might do that next. There's 3 DVDs for each film, so it's gonna be a long one. Now I have to switch another page because I'm not really here. Yeah, okay. I didn't sew. I didn't cross stitch. And I actually don't have anything for everything else, I think. No, I don't think so. I really want to start projects. You know, I'm so tired of being sick. I hate this. It's the worst time of the year, actually. Because normally, when the Christmas craze is done, and I have finished all the gifts, between Christmas and New Year, I normally knit a pair of socks for myself, just because. I also kind of always knit a scarf, because I just want to knit a scarf in this time of the year. And it's normally 1x1 rib or garter stitch. And New Year's Day, I normally cast on a sweater or something big and involved. And I also finished that during January, because January is my birthday month. And I'm just so happy to be able to knit and be happy. And yeah, this year, not so much. But I have plans. Like I said, I want to knit the welted slouch, and I put stuff in my wonderful Batman bag that Lori made for me. I'm going to cast on another sock blank, this time by Fat Cat Knits, who I adore. I love Fat Cat Knits. I love her dyeing style, and I love her fiber. And she is having an open house until Sunday, which means all of her previous colorways, club colorways, whatever you can think of, all the colors she ever dyed are on a dye to order thing right now. So if you want to get stuff from her, now is the perfect time. So this is going to be cast on for myself. And that's it for this week. I really did only podcast to show you the socks, and I don't have anything else to show. So I will talk to you again as soon as I'm feeling a little bit better, because I really want to do my December favorites video and my reflection of my crafting year 2016 and what I have planned for 2017. I want to do a video on that and get that out to you. And yeah, it's gonna happen sooner or later. Until then, oh, and one thing I have to say. Everyone who ordered from my shop from the middle of December until now, I have not had the capacity to package your things and send them out. I'm very, very sorry. I just couldn't. I really couldn't. But I'm feeling better, and everything that has been ordered will go out on Monday. So I'm going to ship this with the fastest way I can, and it's going to be at your house very, very soon. I'm very sorry for the delay, but you know, health, I just can't change that. So yeah, that's it for this week. I hope you all have a wonderful week. I will talk to you again very soon. Until then, let me find the button here. Okay. Until then, enjoy everything you do. Bye.